he's a homeless guy. I let him make the option. But of course, we're all fans of Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Obviously, the choice would be getting those tickets. But of course, you have to give people options. In this case, when it comes to the drafts, there is no options for Diablo to showcase his Khalid and Barang again.
Okay. They're focusing on him quite a bit. I don't know if those are really the right bans. I mean, it paid off in game one, but I don't know. I mean, the joy didn't really pop off either, so maybe it is in that sense. But okay, I do like the Kaja pick to start things off. I think Lucian needs a better control/roamer, and this is the right way to go. I think he'll be a lot more comfortable. He'll probably make much better plays with this than he did in the last game with the Jawhead.
I think this is a little bit better because if RSG still wants to play that pick-off strategy, Kaja works so much better compared to Jawhead. I think if they were trying to replicate the previous patch here, like you have this blue Faramis, kind of push and pull effect, the Kaja, the Franco, or even the Cho, the displacement tactics here, if like this Kaja has a little bit more faster engage in ability. So I guess if they're still leaning on that, this is pretty great. But of course, they need another very, very strong magic damage hero so that they can actually get the one shot. And personally, I think the Kadida mid isn't too bad. And okay, they actually go for it. Like, wow, that's actually huge because if you take any other mages here, this Valentina can kind of get free reign with it. But the rough waves, you pretty much go in, get out. Valentina, yeah, you can get it, but how does this Valentina take advantage of the rough waves? Most likely, he's not going to be flickering forward. But if you do, well, it's pretty good. You have this Kaja instantly just one-tapping him, instant Divine Judgment. Valentina just loses all value from a get-go. So I guess that's just, mix and match, rock, paper, scissors scenario is a little bit better now based on this draft coming from RSG. This opening up for now.
For now. And okay. But are you still comfortable with those three against? I mean, is that the right counter pick, Brody and the Kadita against the Valentina Claude? I mean, we've seen Super Red's Claude just be on that next level, but it seems like RSG, SG are like, hey, Brody is the answer. We're going to continue on with this. And, we're fine with the matchup, just not from laning, but to also end game. But are you as comfortable as they are?
Right now, not necessarily. Because of the fact that if I'm overthinking this a little bit, there are, I think like if you based on history as well, there are teams that played jungle Kaja before. And because Yudu Red Giants kind of showed this glue, even though the hard counter is pretty much a Faramis, right? RSG actually can still potentially pick it, but if they do that, they're just banging on the fact that they can just shut down this glue time and time again. And then, hopefully Kaja kind of scales in the middle game. And then this is where you start to see Kaja kind of be a little bit relevant. So I don't think they're going to go for that angle. But Yudu Red Giants, they're just, taking a gamble right now. Hey, you know what? They've shown their mage, they've shown their roamer. I don't think they're going to pick a Faramis. Let's just not ban it. But even though it's pretty strong as a direct counter. But personally, I think that's just a little bit safe. But of course, banning of Show RSG, very, very good one as well. They don't really want to try to mirror the isolation here. The Cho can kind of pick off Oki very easily with this Brody pickup, but the answer to your question here is Brody against Claude the greatest matchup. Personally, 1v1, Brody's great. Personally, Brody's great. You take advantage of the penetration, you take advantage of just one-shotting people, it's great. But synergizing is going to be a important one. Can you synergize around this Brody?
Right. And I like the Yudo Red Giants. I think the glue pickup is pretty good. It's very tanky. If it gets hooked in with the Divine Judgment, I think that you have some potential of plays. The Kaditas, just trying to burst it, not the easiest of things to do. So I kind of like that pick into this one. But just kind of walk me through the thought process of the last two picks.
Okay, the glue XP, I guess it's a way to kind of pull somebody into the team fight, right? Like when we're talking about potentially going for like a Franco hook or a Mincetar hook to a certain degree to kind of displace, denying the glue away from the Kaja is great because you don't really want to have two I would say, isolating heroes, right? Like what I'm talking about, you know, isolating him, one-shotting them, combo, like having Glue and also Faramis was great. You know, having the Kaja is also extremely annoying. But in this case, now you're still doubling down on this wombo combo strategy, and they have a very, very decent synergy here because Glue strives on regeneration. Heals coming from Minotaur is great. But the downside of this composition is that they're looking for fights, but not necessarily the greatest in terms of wave clear. So I guess, once again, Yudore Giants, they're trying to go for a very similar Ube strategy where you have this full protect one strategy just running in your face. Whereas RGHPH, wow, okay. They're going for the Benedetta as well as the Alice. So I assume this is a Bene jungle instead of an Alice jungle. I might be wrong here. Is this an Alice jungle?
It's an Alice jungle. Yeah, they do this. They do this. We've seen it in the past. I don't know how I feel about it, but
okay, yeah. Technically, I think it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, they need to some way to kind of mirror the healing, so it's not that bad. But of course, jungler coming from Yudu, last pick here. I think Baxia is like the perfect fit for Yudore Giants right now. They don't really have a lot of damage, but they have the tools to sustain whatever burst RSG is going to be bringing to the table. Like, if they can drag it out long in the later stage of the game, Radiant Armor, Athena should just completely shut them down. But, you know what? They do one more better. They do us one more better. They bring in a Fanny. No respect to the Fanny from game 1 in the drafts. I was calling for it. Did not happen. Sky say, hey, you've got an Alice. You've got Wombo Combo. Guess what? Even if you try to catch me, my cables are going to be always online. I will most likely walk away, drive away, fly away in this degree.
So instead of the, you were thinking, or you're recommending the Baxia here, and then just kind of, you know, a more conservative draft, deal with the healing from the Alice, all of the answers like that. But they were like, Yudore Giants are like, no, we're gonna take the fight to them. We're gonna burst you down. We have the sustain, the help from the Minotaur. The Glue is gonna be a menace as well, and they're just gonna run at you. I mean, this is a team that wants to go, and I mean, this is going to be a very interesting one. But as we go into game 2 here, you've seen the draft. Terrence, which team has an advantage here?
I think Yudore Giants for sure. Like, I like the Baxia because you want to win the front to front, but they chose the Fanny because it has a safety approach. In this case, if the plan doesn't go in favor of Yudore Giants, they still have the option to go for the split push to buy time for the Claude to come online. In this case, if they went for the Baxia, Claude is pretty much the only one that can push out. And what RSG needs to do, just keep shutting down Claude and game will be over. But of course, all things considered, that's pretty much draft talk. Execution comes in mind. And this is going to be game 2 for RSG going up against Yudore Giants on the red side.
Oh my gosh, and they're already started off. Lucian already has to blow the flicker, not able to get away. Zach is going to ensure that he gets it, and now Diablo has joined the fight. Skies is here, he's cables in. He went too far, and okay, Diablo will take that one, and that's the easiest kill of his life.
Yeah, that's huge. That is very, very huge here coming from RSG. Like, that kill right there, it's just, you know, slows down whatever farm that they did. But pay this in mind as well, because Skies actually did not have his purple buff in that fight. So even though that death was great, he gave a little value here. He cannot secure his purple buff. But as soon as I say this, RSG, they're looking to try and prolong this fight. But don't think they're going to get anything out of this.
Bray went in for this one, forced out the flicker from Pancake. He gets to safety, and they're fine for now. But, yo, it's like, yo, you got the Fanny. Like, hold up. We got to slow down. We got to let Skies get actually some farm, right? The most underwhelming thing in a game could potentially be a under-farmed Fanny. So at this point, it's just like, hey, we don't actually want to fight. Let's just farm as much as possible. But Diablo now, speaking of farm, oh, he gets the safety. He's got the elapsed daytime. He's fine.
Yeah, this is good. This is good for RGSG. Just play to their strengths. You know, play it a bit slow. Play a little bit slow, and they're going to be fine because eventually they are on a ticking timer. In this case, RGSG, they have to wait for the purple buff to be down up on Skies because he take a late one. In this case, Fuji, he's gonna go for the one shot. No Fanny from the get-go. That's huge from him. And now Yudu Red Giants, they're going for an all-out brawl without the Fanny. The stolen rough plays from Zach is gonna turn the tides, and he gets another one. Double kill for him. And Diablo is gonna try and trade off his life, but Goljess is here to say hello. And now Diablo, last HP, he might be dead. And Zach says he will die. The eye and for an eye will not block it all. And Zach QT with a triple.
Just really well played there. I mean, that's what you want as Yudo Red Giants. You come from all angles, and you know, and at the end, Diablo had no chance. Skies will take the first turtle of the game, and while Skies has died twice, which is not great, but Yudo Red Giants have been in a good position thus far. Yes, it is a bit of a wash right here, but killing Diablo, that's a bit of a win for Yudo Red Giants.
Indeed, but let's look at the emblems as well. We do see a lot of mobility coming from RSG. They definitely need those as well, considering that Ray is gonna have a rough time walking up. But as soon as I say it, he manages to catch up to Goljess and gets a very easy kill.
That's a win. That's a win. That's what they need to do. They got to start slowly. And Goljess, I mean, he's not tanky enough yet. He's going to get to that level where he's super annoying, but that kind of nice rotation by Bray, ensuring that, you know, him and Diablo were enough to kill him and to ensure that they get it. And now Lucian is going to get gone on, but as I say that, now Diablo gets killed in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Skies finds a solo kill down bottom. But as soon as I say this as well, you can see that, you know, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if Yudo Red Giants lost that early game like this to RSG, and if they drafted the Baxia, things would not have... There's just no fallback time, but in this case, Bray, oh no, ouch. Yeah.
All right, the flowing blood into the 3 enemies, not what you want to do. Bray normally likes to invade the jungle, that's his play style, but when you're kind of going all in on that and relying on cooldowns to get yourself out, you're going to have a rough time. Not really a good play by Bray.
A little bit unfortunate, but great minions rage here coming from Pancake to actually punish that. But RSG now, looks like they're going to try to set up for another gank here. Zell QT able to scout this out, but looks like they don't really want to fight this, but they're calling it Super Red rather early. It's only 4 minutes in the game, and Super Red, he's actually level 7 now, which is pretty huge, considering that he should not be this far ahead.
Oh, Divine Judgment. That's going to be the first one. The nice knock up there. They kill with Goljess. He gets blown up, but now Skies has joined the fight. He's going to cable away. He's going to get out of there. And Pancake is going to be left for dead. Zach is on the run. Diablo, okay, it looks like that's going to be a turtle going the way of RSG, and that's one way to strike back.
Yeah, but now Sky's gonna do the trouble as well. He needs to cable away. Diablo! He's looking for the kill. He's got to execute. Does he? Does! He actually does! And he won't catch the finish. And Sky's now gonna be in a deficit. That's gonna be an easy turtle in the hands of RSG. And this is going very, very well in the hands of RSG right now. And of course, Yudo Red Giants, Plan A is pretty much gone south, and now the only one to actually keep them alive is gonna be Super Red. And for now, RSG, they have to focus on figuring out how to kill him now.
They gotta find a way. I mean, Super Red is impeccable on the Claude, right? Even in losing games, he like dies like once or twice, maybe in the entire game. So he's on point. But Lucian trying to go for the flicker, not able to get within Divine Judgment space. And unfortunately, rage, that's the word I'm looking for. And unfortunately, that flicker just made him look stupid.
Oh boy. But at the same time, Skies, you know, not having the easiest time. Of course, go for the split push, but top side though.
Oh, it looks like they got the Divine Judgment now, but the nice little knock-up, but Pancake is going to be killed. Aoki will take that one. Goljess trying to run for his life, not able to do it, and Goljess has died a number of times as well. And this game is looking very different from game 1.
Yeah, Fuji just playing really, really well as well. His Petrify timings has been really good. Rough waves as well, but Zach UT not able to do much about this scenario here, but the purple buff gets stolen away as well. That means this is gonna be a landed Fanny. In this case, not that great here, but RSG, they do have this momentum going for them, and this is huge because if they keep this up and they close out this game as quickly as they can, they will close it out. But if they don't, that means they are going to have a very, very difficult time dealing with Super 8 later on.
Oh, Diablo. Okay, he's gonna just kind of skirmish in the mid lane. But okay, one thing that really sticks out to me is the fact that Super Red is 0-0-0, which is fine. You want him farming. But Zach is 4-0-1. The network score says otherwise, but now they got the Divine Judgment. They found Goges once again. And it just seems like the other team, like the, Goges, Pancake, and Skies have not been doing all that well. Nice knockout by Pancake. And it looks like Bray will take that one. And it looks like they want to go for Super Red, who plays in duets. He gets the safety, but Bray will kill Zach. And that's going to be the first death by Zach.
Yep, that's huge. But at the same time, Diablo, oh no, he's in a little bit of trouble here. Super Red, he's looking for all attack. He needs one more, but no, just doesn't have the damage to do so. So he's going to be able to get out of safety, but RSG is still in perfect momentum here. Guys, does he steal it? No, he does not. Bray will be able to get out, but for now, Red Giants, they're still trying to make space and time for Super Red to come online, while RSG is just running rampant across the map. Uchi now, looking for the 1v1. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but they are going to be able to disengage. Red Giants now going to be focusing the defense down middle, whereas RSG is looking for another engage, I guess, later on.
Yeah, they're going to let Diablo split push. This is what he does. They force, the team to kind of split up. Somebody has to deal with this bottom lane, and then they look for like a pickoff elsewhere. Looks like Skies will be the man to deal with the bottom lane. Diablo goes back into his own jungle. But, one thing that Red Giants have prioritized, which is that mid T1. That is blocking a lot of the map control that RSG want at this stage. Yes, they have a 5K net worth lead, but it doesn't really feel like it.
Yeah, it does. But at the same time, Goges in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to lose his life. He tries to go to split. He's going to die. Skies tries going for trade-off, but Diablo once again 1 HP away. Zach QT tries to go for the Electro final blow, but unfortunately doesn't hit the mark, and Bray won't be able to punish this. That's going to be a 3 down from the side of Red Giants. And Skies not able to do anything about this as RSG continues their upward momentum to shut down Red Giants.
Okay, how many times have we seen Diablo just get away with like literally a hair of life left? I mean, he's playing it to the limits, and there was a time where Lucian saved him, and he gets away on that one. Just the team has backed him up right when he needed to. Understanding the limits of the hero, RSG have bounced back in game 2, and they're playing quite well.
I talked about wave clear, like split push wave clear here. It's something that they are very, very lacking coming from Red Giants. Super Red doesn't have the greatest wave clear. Goges doesn't have the greatest wave clear as well. Like, he can't exactly match up the rotations that Diablo is making. Like, by the time Diablo has cleared the ball lane, he's in your face in this case.
Divine Judgment pulls him back. The nice little knockup, but Lucian's going to be killed. Skies will take that one. Pancake is going to be killed as well, but that's 1 for 1, and it's a roamer for roamer. Not the worst trade in the world, but I think RSG is going to be okay with that as they go for the Lord now.
Yeah, great setup as well, and this is what I'm talking about. And Red Giants now, they need to find a way to stop this momentum, and Bray right in your face time and time again is not helping at all. Meanwhile, Sky is gonna try and trade the tier 1 up top, trying to open up the map, but of course, if this Lord is gonna be able to be defended, and that's great for Red Giants. But for now, RSG, the dream here is to crack open an inhibitor and stop them in its tracks. And that QT gets the Divine Judgment in.
The final blow, he gets the back in elapsed daytime, and he gets the safety, but that was actually a cheeky play by Zach, who had the stolen Divine Judgment, pulls him back, thought it was going to be a combo for Skies to kind of clean up, but not able to do it, and Diablo gets away yet again.
Yeah, execution coming from RSG, actually top notch here, 9K net worth lead, and with the Lord crashing in, RSG, they are looking for a fight. Divine Judgment pulls on Goges, goes for the burst, but the mid-range rage keeps him alive. And now they have to back off. They do lose his life, and it's up to Sky to kind of make the plays. They do finish off the Kaja, but the Lord has been PG. They can't break through the defense.
Actually, the scary thing to me is that Skies is starting to pick up some kills here and there. He's been farming quite well. He's 5-3-0, and at what point, like, you don't want to see the enemy Fanny ever get farmed. And, your squishies in the back are going to have a hard time with this. So this is a little bit worrying for RSGSG, because if Red Giants just slow the game down even more, you're going to have a bad time.
Yep. It's all about the little things right now, and Red Giants with Skies and also Super Red playing the cross map plays to find farm across the map is actually what's keeping them in the game. And if, like I said as well, this next Lord fight here is going to be very, very important for both Yuduri Giants. They need to get Super 8 up on level 15 in order to try to stand a chance to try and outburst RSG. But at the same time, if you do that, you have Buji with his Petrify trying to one-shot. You have Lucian who's aiming to actually Divine Judgment and punish him. But with the Winds of Nature, hopefully it's going to be enough to do so, though.
Might be enough. It might be enough to do it. They're going to have to get to that level. But, I mean, look, Yudo Red Giants are very behind. They're about 9K. It doesn't feel like it. I feel like any team fight, Yudo Red Giants, if they pull something out, like a rabbit out of the hat, and, you know, get one good team fight, I think they'll be back in this game after that one fight.
Yeah, hopefully. But of course, RSG, they're still in the driver's seat. 20 seconds in their favor. The Lord's pretty much shoved up. And you can see already another ambush coming in down bottom. So they finally learned their lessons here. Lucian setting up for a gang. If the Fanny and Claude were to push too far on down bottom, they are going to look to punish this and then close up this game. In this case, they are finally reading the mood. But at the same time, look at bottom. Skies. Oh no, the Divine Judgment did connect, but the cables got him out of safety.
Oh, got him out just in time, and that's what you need. The Lord is now going to be here. Yudo Red Giants are making a beeline for it. They're going to contest. Buji's looking to get the flank here. Diablo spots out everything. Bray starting to go in. They're going to go in. Buji goes for this one. They knock up Pancake, but do they have the damage? He's been knocked up, and Diablo's going to be the first to fall. Buji's next on that list, and Bray will secure the Lord, so they get something out of this. But now Super Red is continuing to fight. Bray is on the prowl. He wants Super Red. He images at least to safety for now, but look at the base. It's wide open. The Winions are starting to do some work. Oki kills Zac. That's going to be a nice kill. They have Possess. That's going to be on. Pancake is looking to slice and dice him, and they do kill Oki. And Yudo Red Giants have held, although their base is wide open.
Yeah, this is what they need. This is what they need. They need that space to push out and find farm. In this case, they finally got it, but at the expense of losing Super Red. That's not really the greatest thing here. But RSG, they're still in the lead. They still have the Lord. They can still kind of close out this game if they take one really, really good fight. In this case, Buji needs to hit the biggest Petrify combo and just one-shot everybody. So that's going to be very, very important coming in from RSG. However, here comes the Divine Judgment.
They've got Skies, though. They do have the damage, and yeah, Pancake is here. Nice 4-man knockup, but there's no damage, especially with Skies already killed. And now the Lord is here. It looks like RSG have found that opening. The gap is wide open, and it looks like they're going to go in. Super Red gets back to the fountain. The base is getting take some damage. Goja is trying to attract as much attention as possible. They got Possessed. They've killed Buji. That's a win, but now Super Red getting a little bit low. He images to the side, and it looks like the base has already been taken, and RSG strikes back. They win game 2.
Yep, very, very nicely done coming from RSG. They realized the threat, they identified the problem, and they executed this very, very well. Even though I like the draft coming from Yudo Red Giants, but RSG played it perfectly well to kind of stop them in this track, like preventing every opening coming from Yudo Red Giants. Game plan A from Yudo Red Giants completely shut down by these hyper-aggressive allies coming from Bray from the first one. The backup plan B, split push potential, boom, shut down Skies and also Super